welcome to the Bearded Respect.
What's up?
Be a pretty great show. We have Rock-A-Holic Grooming Company on tonight, and we will be right back after this intro video. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bearded Respect. And
What's up?
Hey, everybody.
You want to say some hellos?
Yep, we got E-Rock was first.
What's up, E-Rock?
And James Hansen was second.
What's up, James?
What are you doing?
There's Philip. Hey, Philip.
Phil Dowd, what's up?
Nice of you guys to drop by.
Miss Becky.
Hello.
JP.
Hey, brother.
JP.
Hey, Walter.
Walter, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Smokey. Thanks for
Hi,
joining
Smokey.
us.
Hello to my little friend.
Ellie.
What's up, Ellie?
There's Melissa.
Hi,
What's up,
everyone.
Melissa?
Hey, Gary.
Gary, what's up?
You're not the boss of me.
And TV.
TV, what's
Everybody.
up?
Thank you, sir.
Aldemir.
Aldemir. Aldemir's going to take me to a hockey game, he said.
No way.
Hey, Matt.
What's up, Matt Foley?
Hello.
Hey,
Dan.
Dan.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Jason.
Greetings, traveler.
Wow, it's packing in tonight.
Yeah. Russ.
What's up, Russ?
Hello, 911.
Thank you, everyone.
Big Stu.
What's up, Big Stu?
And there's Mrs. Dan. There he is. There's Triple B. Hey, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
Chris.
What's up, Chris?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Hey, Tyson.
What's up, Tyson? Tyson's working hard on it. 75 hard.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like a weekend, I think.
Hello, peasants.
Yeah, they have hockey in Hawaii? That's what I thought Aldemir was from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah, field hockey. I know that. They got field
Steven's
hockey.
up late.
Steven, what's up?
Right now, yeah.
Let's get some fish and chips in here.
Yeah, with the boss.
With the boss?
Did you see his pictures?
No.
Bruce Springsteen?
behind her.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm guessing that's Alan.
Angry redhead.
Alan usually checks in on the YouTube, and Angie usually checks in on the Facebook.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Hey.
Oh, we got a good crowd in here tonight. Thanks to everyone coming in. We must have a special guest tonight.
You would think so.
No,
before we get too far, I just want to let everyone know.
What, you're going to tell them?
Huh?
You're going to tell them?
Becky thought I should.
Oh. Yeah, because if you don't, Becky will. She'll just throw it all over the chat.
She's also going to send me messages to take a drink of this lovely juice.
Yeah.
But everybody, if I skip in and out tonight, it's no disrespect. I have a colonoscopy tomorrow. So
he's prepping right now.
Unfortunately.
Say hello to my little friend.
So, when you leave, Becky should sit in for you until you get
Good
back.
luck with that. But on that note, we can, I think, bring our guest on.
All right.
Ms. BREWCITY said I threw her under the bus.
All right, so who do we got tonight?
Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, gentlemen.
How you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. How you all doing?
Good.
All right.
Thank you to everybody who's coming in the chat.
Yeah. Good turnout tonight.
Oh, colonoscopy. I'm seeing a lot of comments about colonoscopy negativity, and I've had one. I've been there. I'm with you on that one. It's not pretty.
Yeah, it's.
You won't remember.
I don't mind it so much as the prep.
Exactly. That's exactly what's the bad part. Everything else is just like you don't remember. It's like an Alice in Wonderland experience. You have a little bit of the mushroom, and then you go to sleep, and you wake up, and they give you ginger ale, and then you go home.
Yeah.
Well, they don't give us mushrooms here.
I know. I'm just kidding. They didn't give me mushrooms either. They gave me like 3 kinds of needles, and then had a whole bunch of residents stare at my, rear end.
Yeah.
Here they just give you grape soda and send you home.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys are ready?
Definitely the worst part.
You guys are ready for Friday Junior?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm always ready.
Oh yeah.
After 14-hour work days, oh yeah. Hello. How's it going there? Do you at least get a sucker? Oh no, you don't get at least.
Probably
you
not.
don't get a sucker. No. You get nurses on both sides of you that laugh at you because of the drugs that they put you on. So it's funny for the nurses.
Oh, it'll be probably even worse for me because I have sleep apnea. So.
Oh my goodness.
It makes those drugs affect me even worse.
Now see, they're gonna hit you a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Asking how I am. I am wonderful. I literally was just out watering plants. I solved my microphone, and then I was able to join these fine gentlemen.
The jokes.
Oh, here come the proctology jokes. Here comes, is that Jason? Oh yeah, it is. That's Jason. That's Jason with the proctology humor.
Yeah, someone was talking about their dentist doing a colonoscopy.
Oh,
Because-
I don't want to know all about that.
He's got the wrong end of the stick. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to work at the dentist, so I never saw anything from that end. I only saw it here. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. What's a lot in here can be worse than a lot of what's back there. Sometimes it's worth the look at a mouth. I'm not going to lie. So, Michael, did you get your package from Rock-A-Holic?
I did.
Have you had any in your
And
beard yet?
I got this lovely letter.
Did I send you a prison letter? Like I send.
You did.
I always send a
A
prison
prison
letter.
letter.
That's what I got. My husband laughs at me. He's like, it's like you're writing to your boyfriends in prison. I'm like, maybe I'll spray it with perfume and then kiss it.
Yeah, this was awesome. Like, I love the personal touch of a letter. Like,
I
it's
just think
absolutely
that-
awesome.
I think writing like in like the handwritten letter is like super like kind of going out of style. It's like a dying art because like kids don't learn it in school anymore. So why not send a letter?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've tried your products. There's one in particular we'll talk about later that my wife loves,
Ooh.
and she has only commented on 2 other brands before. So,
Ooh. Like that's big when the wife's like
Good one.
you get more
Yeah.
kisses, and then you're like, oh, she likes it.
right, right.
Well,
Yeah.
happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. That's the way it works.
That's right. That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah, mine's a big leather fan.
Oh, she
And,
likes the leather?
Yeah. That, and she likes this one other scent that has geranium.
Geranium is nice. I find it's nice as a mid note. I think it's really, really nice as a mid note. Oh, Jason says my letters are. He's gotten one of my letters. Yes, it's true. I love to write letters. It's a dying art, and I love writing. But sometimes my letter, my writing's not the best. Maybe I told Chris.
I was trying to highlight Jason's. Yeah.
Jason is actually like the soap king. I've dubbed him this literally like Sir Jason, the king of soap. If I had a sword to do the thing, but we got a queen that picks her nose now, so they make a big deal of it in Canada. I don't know if they make a big deal of the queen stuff in America.
No.
Not as
I
much.
didn't know you had a queen. I thought it was just a thing.
Well, there is a king, but then the lady that he's with is now like a queen consort, so she's not actually a queen.
Oh, okay.
It's just like she's like the side piece. So if you're the side piece to the king, you are the queen consort.
Yeah.
The English people make it sound so nice. They make it sound so nice and diplomatic. Tobacco is a good scent, and musk and oud, I agree. Absolutely. And everybody likes the scents that they like. You got your gourmand, your foodie people, you got your herbal people, and you got your people that like, everything. Then you got people that like the really dark stuff. People like really strong stuff. I have people that like really, 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 really weak stuff. I'm like, I can hardly smell this. How can you smell this?
Mm-hmm.
But some people like something that's really light, and maybe they don't have to wear all day. Maybe they like to reapply. I don't know what you guys like. What do you like? In terms of oils, I guess. I'm going to go oils.
Leather, tobaccos, some like berry scents.
Sure.
I like tobacco as well. I like leather, but my wife doesn't, and she knows when I wear it too, and she'll tell me, "You wore leather today, didn't you?" Said,
no, and you can't lie because it's one of those scents that you know, and depending on what kind of like leather it is too, you really know sometimes. Because sometimes you smell like a boot, and sometimes it's a little bit sweeter, and it's like smells like it's washed a bit, like washed leather. It smells like it's been soaked a little bit.
Yeah.
I like barbershop scents, talc and non-talc,
So clean stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
I like that classic stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not a big foodie guy, I have a strawberry, I have an apple, and I don't go to them too much.
Sometimes I find the fruity ones, and especially the ones that are like the fruit kind of roll, I find some of them can get boozy without trying to be, and then they smell like booze instead of smelling like fruit. Do you all find that ever?
Sometimes, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes the way they're mixed, I'm like, how can I make this not smell like alcohol? You know what I mean? There's no alcohol in it because that will dry your face off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got that Stevie? Oh, thank you. What made me put herbs in it? What made me put herbs in Stevie? Because I did an infused oil. It was the first infused oil that Rock-A-Holic has ever released. I was infusing oils like a long time ago with like an oil machine.
Mm-hmm.
And so you cold press your oils and then you infuse the herbs that you put in the oil. So number one, it looks pretty in the bottle, but you infuse the oil with it so you get the actual benefits from the oil to tighten up your skin. And there's a lot more vitamins you can get from an actual infusion. So it takes the oil down to kind of the herbs to their most pure form. And then I infuse the oils with it. And then one client, he asked me, he's on the chat tonight. He asked me if I would make, he goes, Tanya, I don't see Stevie on the website in a butter. And I said, okay. So go on the website, go on Naked, because this will save you a few bucks. Don't go on custom because that'll cost you more. Leave me a note that says, make me Stevie, and I'll make it for you, but I'll leave all the herbs out of it so it doesn't get in your beard. So I made my first infused butter, which was really awesome because it's really good for the beard. It's good for the legs. It's good for the hair. It's just you get all the vitamins all kind of into one, and it's really concentrated.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of that hippie stuff, but
yeah, the only infused oil I've had is like coffee infused.
Or like, do you guys use CBD? Anything with CBD in it?
I don't know.
No.
I do.
Sure, yeah.
I do have one, yeah.
Do you use a more full spectrum?
I do, yes.
Sure, yeah. It's good to use a bigger spectrum. I use some caffeinated stuff, and Mike is wearing a Dixon flannel. Is it the GNR one?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to the
Guns N'
jungle.
Roses one, yeah.
I'm wearing a Frank Zappa t-shirt because I knew you'd be here. Oh my God, yes, we're here. Who are you jiving now? Seriously, what's going on with that?
What are the odds?
Greatest musician.
Smokes. It's a music thing. It's a music thing. CBD is lovely. It's great. And that's one thing that I can extract, but I can't sell in America. I can't get it across the border right yet. Yeah. But it's totally legal here. And I mean, I have customers that want things infused. So I'm like, send me a message if you are Canadian and I'll help you out. I have soaps that I can't put on the website that, you guys don't see because they're full of cannabis. But it's got such good benefits for your skin if you use it the right way or if it works for you. Some people it doesn't work for at all. Yeah. But it works for my hair. So I use it completely. But I make it I'll put it like in a conditioner or something like that. And I know like the hemp wizard uses it. I don't know if you guys used any Mike's oils.
I have.
Have you?
I have not.
Not yet?
Mike normally doesn't because of work.
Yeah. Sure, I bet. Like
So yeah, I'm a federal worker, so
if there's any testing, you're in.
CBD's not regulated here.
Sure.
And there's 40% can, or was it 20 or 30% have shown traces of THC in their products. So I just don't take the chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the chance either. How do you use Stevie with the herbs in it? So with the herbs in the bottle, I just leave the oil-wise, I leave the dropper like just kind of away from it. I just leave the herbs kind of out of it, or I just kind of filter through them because there aren't many in there, but the oil's infused. And then the butter has no herbs in it. The soap does have herbs in it. And I use them as an exfoliant, and it's mild tea. A little color will come off, and then it washes down the sink just from the herbs that are left in it. And all the herbs that are like left on the ingredients. There's just different leaves, different fruits in there. There's different teas in there. And there's, like I say, there's ginseng in there. There's ginkgo biloba in there. There's berries in there. There's no twigs. But all that fun, stuff that Stevie Nicks would be using, all that stuff. Puff Fuss Pass, the devil's lettuce. Oh, the devil's lettuce got a lot more CBD. I got a little bit of stuff in it. It's legal here in Canada, so I can talk freely about it. Yeah. I know, but being a federal worker, you can't screw around.
It should be legal everywhere. I'm not against that at all.
No.
Everywhere.
It just some places are a little bit more tight than others. I totally get it. It's all around the world, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, here in Wisconsin, we're kind of surrounded by states that where you can buy it, but not here.
Yeah.
No. Heck no. When we're driving through states, I'm like, will we be? Yes, you will be getting rose infused oils eventually, but the rose infused soap is coming. But I'm releasing oils tonight with these gentlemen. They know what it is. They know what they are. They know the secrets.
So,
Hey, Mike.
Mike,
how's it going? So they know what's going on with new oils. Two new oils are coming out.
For those that don't know yet, where in Canada are you?
I am in London, Ontario. So it's close to Toronto for anyone that doesn't like know Canada a lot. The biggest kind of place around us is Toronto.
Okay.
Or Ottawa, kind of, but I'm kind of a hike from Ottawa. So, but I'm in London, Ontario. I think there's one or two beer companies here in town.
Okay.
I'm the only lady one.
Is London pretty big?
No, not really. I mean, it's grown. It's definitely gotten bigger, big time. But like our population's like probably tripled. But I wouldn't call it a big place. I still look at it as a small town. Toronto's big for me. When I leave, I'm like happy.
Toronto's a major city. Like that's close to New York. Like not exactly New York, but it's close.
No, but I see what you mean about like the level of booming and people and infrastructure
different cultures in Toronto. I used to go to Toronto all the time.
Did you?
I used to take my boys up there for Blue Jays games when we lived on the East Coast. I don't live over there anymore. So
cool. As I said, it was like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. No, because going to a Blue Jays game is fun. You go, you get the hot peanuts, and you get a hot dog.
I loved it.
It's a great atmosphere. Like the Toronto Blue Jays games are always fun, right?
It is, absolutely.
I've gone to other games like through other teams, and they just haven't had the spirit, I would say.
I would love to stay in a hotel room at the ballpark.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If you don't know, like if anyone doesn't know, there's a hotel inside the ballpark, and your window is in the outfield. So you can watch the game from your window.
That is unreal.
Yeah.
It's like watching squirrels at the window, but they're like people playing real baseball. Oh my God. It's amazing.
Really cool.
Okay, I'm going to touch on this real quick.
Okay, Clementine update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in case you didn't know, we have an English bulldog and she's pregnant.
I did notice. Yes.
Okay, so she is on day 54 right now, which, you look up online, they say 55 to 65 days is their gestation period. But we were looking, they want to at least go to 57 days because there's them last couple of days, there's still a lot of development going on. They really like it to be in there as long as possible, So anyway, we started checking her temperature because they say the dog's temperature is like 101, 102. When it starts dropping, it's time.
Yep.
Well, she checked her last night, yesterday. She was 100.6. Today, she was 99.5.
Wow.
I started getting a little, concerned because 54 days, she's a little early,
I'd say, sure.
And
a couple of days is like, the puppies need time to grow.
Yeah. So I reached out to somebody and I said, should I be concerned? They said, no, she could be stuck at 99 for several days. I said, okay. But, and then my wife called the breeder that we had the stud service done with. And she goes, about the last week, I check her like 3 times a day and just keep an eye on her.
So you just got to kind of be diligent, right?
Yeah. And the other person I talked to, she said that, if she starts, losing her appetite and starts just panting for no reason, it's getting real close.
She's ready to go. Oh yeah, she's breathing and her tongue's wagging. Oh yeah, it's mama time.
So she's not yet. So, but it's. I mean, it could be probably about a week. I'm thinking. So.
You know, it's gonna be like 101 Dalmatians in your house.
Oh no, no. My wife jokes. She jokes around and says she's going to have 9. You know, average for average. No, she's not. But
she's
the
about 4 or
average.
5.
Yeah, the average is like 5 or 6.
Yes, I say just with the breed. Yeah.
Yeah, and now she did have an ultrasound done. About a week and a half.
Sure.
And she did have 4. They could definitely see 4, but they didn't even flip her over, and she wasn't real cooperative, you know.
Well, dogs never are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
Yeah, so we're, you know.
We've had puppies like in our like house too growing up, and I see like people in the chat definitely have too. And it's always something, you know what I mean? It just always comes fast. Like seriously, I've had puppies. I think I've had kids faster than I've had puppies.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Well,
real talk.
I mean, she needs a C-section, so
yeah.
we're hoping it doesn't happen on a weekend.
Usually with that breed, it's because the birth canal is different, correct?
Yeah.
I worked in healthcare for a while before I did all this stuff. That's why chemistry.
Yeah, and they have larger heads, you know.
Yes, they do, absolutely. So it's difficult, to actually fit through the birth canal because they're kind of like a boxy sort of shape.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you were like an OBGYN for a dog, you would like need forceps, I suppose.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, I don't know if they use that now. It's been a while since I've had a baby. Oh, Melissa, that's so nice. She says she's a sweet girl and give her love from her. Oh, well, give her kisses from me too. I love dogs. I've had dogs my whole life. I have, like I say, I have my dog I told you all about. His name is Willie Nelson. He is a Labrador Retriever, and people have black labs. Some people have yellow labs. Some people have chocolate labs. I have a meth lab. He's the craziest dog you ever meet in your whole darn life. No, he's a yellow lab, but he's a real good boy. But he's got a lot of energy, and he's really
how old
young.
is he?
He's a year, so he's young. He's a young buck.
You got like 7 more years of that.
Oh my gosh. My last dog lived till he was 13, and he was a black lab.
Wow.
I love my dogs. They're my buddies. I'm definitely a dog girl. But that's the only place he's not allowed is the lab where I make meth. Speaking of meth lab.
When you're meth, yeah.
When I'm not making meth, I mean I'm making beard products. He's not allowed down there because I'm like, I can't get one speck of dog hair down here. I have like reverse fans going because I used to work in healthcare, so I'm really paranoid, right? So I always have some glove post up or some shit. You probably see my posts; they're crazy. And but it'll be me with some shit on my head and some gloves on my hands. I don't want to get burned too because there's a lot of things that you can use, right? Like lye and things like that. Yeah. Nobody wants to burn their hands. Life is better with, you know what? My life is better with dogs. They're just so much nicer than people, you know?
I mean, that's one of the reasons. I mean, when we first got her, I didn't want to go through this ordeal. I wanted to get her fixed. And my wife said, sure. Someday we're going to have a litter. Well, a year ago on Good Friday, I had to put my best friend down. Oh. So I says, okay, we'll let her have a litter, and so she can make me a new buddy. So
yeah, a new best bud, I guess, and that's great because dogs are like their best friends. Yeah, Melissa's right. Dogs are the best. They're absolutely the bomb.
Well, and I want to tell Melissa something too. I think Ghost is going to need a friend when these puppies come out.
Oh boy!
Ooh, are we making puppy plans? I like that.
Well,
I like that idea.
Yeah, they have that dog Ghost, and yeah, I think he needs a friend.
Yeah,
well, a dog friend is all dogs need buddies. Like my dog has a friend. His name is Elvis, and they hang out all the time. Like Willie Nelson and Elvis, just chilling, just hanging out. One sitting in a bar somewhere, God knows where, it's one of the states. They see him in some magazine. The other one's, smoking dope at Farm Aid.
Farm Aid.
I just want my dog to have braids. He needs braids.
They still have Farm Aid?
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, I'm old, right? So,
You're the youngest on this screen here.
No, but I'm old in the middle, in the inside, like an Oreo
okay.
cookie. I'm like,
Gotcha.
I'm like, I might leave a cookie on the outside, but in the inside, it's just like gooey Oreo cookie stuff. It's mush. Thank you. That's what happens when you go on tour, like when you're like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Everything becomes mush. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know about you, why don't you give us a little brief summary, like where you started and how you ended up here?
Oh God, what a story. Well, I started, I'm like, well, I really started. I was like, what do you want for Mother's Day? You know what I want for Mother's Day? I want to take care of someone who hasn't been in or out of my vagina. So I'll start with that. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. And then, but really, I started with being a kid and being in a jam band with some girls called Kitty. It was just like chicks. We loved to hang out. We jammed. We'd have a couple of quarts of beer, literally, and we'd jam in the garage. And one day we kind of went to a music festival, and we were quite young. Like I was 14, maybe 15. Give us your Wikipedia. Just put in Tanya Candler. Just and look it up. Look up that. I tell my neighbors are like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Google my ass." I'm like, "Don't judge me. Don't judge me." I'm like,
there's
you played
songs on YouTube.
Oh my God, my kids' friends hanging out. Oh, Twitch is going. Hello from Twitch. My kids' friends look it up, and I'm like, no, not for children, not for you. No. But the one kid's like, did you put light bulbs over your boobs? I'm like, no, those are actually colored lights. They're not light bulbs. And they're like, oh, I'm like, no problem. Wait to see what my next sale will be. I'm like, we'll see what I can take off next. My kids are so crazy. But no, I kicked crazy ass in a metal band. We just played crazy. Holy crap, y'all kicked ass at Brackish. The first song you heard. Yeah, Kitty. Yeah, I was into Kitty for quite a few years. And I toured around with them. We played some cool fests and stuff. We played some good like Milwaukee Metal Fest with a lot of fun, amazing metal bands that were of the time, of the 90s. Probably bands that you guys like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're actually bringing that back this year.
Yes. We're all about the same age, you know what I mean? So everybody likes the same sort of music. And I don't get me wrong, I like the older stuff too. I mean, I'm bringing out a scent that's an homage to the Doors and one's an homage to the Grateful Dead. So, I mean, I'm wearing a Frank Zappa t-shirt. I like things that are older than my own self. You like what you like, you know what I mean? Beard oil too. Yeah. Oh, crazy. Oh, Brackish was the first. My kids run around and sing
Angie
that.
or Alan saying that?
Oh my God. No, my kids run around and sing that to me and torture me. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. It's like having an ex-boyfriend you can't break up with. He just won't leave you alone. Never follows you everywhere. Okay, no, but so after Kitty, I did dental school, and I did a lot of school that I kind of didn't. Hey, Pat, I didn't need the school necessarily that I took. I did kind of too much school, and then I did dental assisting and dental nursing for a while, well, I say a while, but 15 years I spent basically in an operating room working 14, 15, 16-hour days. And that was a lot because it was mostly kids and stuff like that. So, and then when I had my own kids, I was I don't know if I like this so much anymore. So Rob is my second husband. He's like, do you want to stay home? And I was like, yeah. So then my dad, this is before he passed, my dad had you can see on my Instagram, my dad had the most majestic damn beard. And it was always soft like a cloud. So we were like, let's do a grooming company. Let's do a beard company because I was getting my dad into beard oil and he was dinking around with it because he had never used beard oil before. So I was getting them all excited. Can we get a
what did he think of that? Was he kind of hesitant at first, or
he was so into it because my dad started a business at 40. So he was like, go for it. My dad was exactly like me. He was like, go, just do it. You have my blessing. I was like, okay. I was like, I got your blessing. I was like, let's make a beard oil that smells like you. So that's why I made the Captain's Blend, because that is my dad. And I find that, and I was talking to somebody about this today who has Captain's Blend, that every barbershop scent that I buy, no matter what company it is from, it smells exactly the same. They smell very, very similar, I find.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't too many, unless they have more citrusy top notes. I find that they're not the same. My barbershop is much different. It's more every
definitely.
person who's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
More
I'm a
like
big
every
barbershop
person.
user, and this is not a barbershop.
No.
Really. Like, it's not.
It's a twist on a barbershop. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a reimagined. It's like Rob Zombie reimagining Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you'll get brackish. No, Kitty. No, it's not happening. There's no reunion going on here in this space. Oh my god! I got my bass, but I'm like not plugged in. Oops! It seems like one of your streams is having connection issues. Is that me?
No.
You seem fine.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, you're coming in
Everything's
good.
fine.
You're coming
in hot. We're fine. I'm not worried. I'm like, computers lie. They lie all day. Am I plugged in? I know it's fine. So, did you guys have the day off today, or did you work today?
We all worked. All three of us.
Same.
Well, I had like a half a day.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice to have. A half a day. Oh god, I would love a half a day. Damn, I would love a half a day. I'm like, I get to like book my breaks because I work for myself, but I don't like to stop working. So I made soaps to go with all the scents. I feel like one of the soaps is I smell like a drunk. I smell like an absolute drunk. Even my husband said to me, "Have you been making soap?" I said, "Yes." He says, "Did it have like bourbon in it?" I'm like, "Yes."
Why does your breath smell like bourbon?
Exactly. I was like, "Did you break your sobriety? What is going on with you?" I'm like, "No, I don't drink, but I do have the things that are legal in Canada. I love those drinks. They're great. They don't taste weird or anything like that, and they're not against my hippie vegetable lifestyle." I cooked a gigantic steak tonight for my kids, though, because they eat meat. I miss meat. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I don't eat it is honestly age. As soon as I hit like a certain age and I had kids, and meat was like just like, no, it's off the menu. It just couldn't happen anymore. It sucks. So it's not political. It's not anything like that. It's just like, it's unfortunate.
Oh wow.
That's what it does. So I still smoke meat. I still barbecue. I love to do all that stuff. So when you see that on my Instagram and you're confused, you're like, huh? I thought that girl ate rabbit food. Well, my kids don't.
Yeah.
1 for soap, 2 for me. Hell yeah. I know Pat's loving that pink right now. He's loving that beard oil. The pink one I made literally as an offshoot for a baby shower. I made it for a bunch of ladies, and then their husbands ended up using it on their beards and stole it from them, because that's generally what happens. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to release this as a beard soap.
Nice.
Steak does rock. I still love cooking it.
What do the kids eat? Rare?
They like medium. They like about medium. Yeah, I like, when I used to eat steak, I'd eat medium rare or rare.
Yeah.
I'd go with that. And I drank then too, so I had like a couple of pitchers of beer. And I would just have a steak and a salad or something like that. It's healthy. You know, beer's just, hops and it's wheat. It's wheat.
Yeah.
It's good for you. Like, it's good for you.
Yeah, beer is vegan.
It's exactly.
So I don't know if they came out with it yet, but I remember Canada talking about like beer and cannabis together.
Yep, we have like a buzz beer.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with bees, believe it or not. It has to do with getting a buzz, and it has cannabis in it, I believe. I think there's like some sort of THC content. I don't know what the content would be, because I know there are some states in America where you get things like gummy bears and chocolate bars and drinks and all kinds of stuff. There's some states where it's like, no, you can't even get CBD oil, right? It's very divided, I know. Canada, just like Ontario, does not care at all. They're like, oh, something just fell from the sky. It's not a care. It's not a care from Ontario. They just let us
So-
do whatever we want here.
How's the cost for it? Is it really expensive? Like, is it no?
No, and you can be lazy in Canada too. You can buy things that are all like pre-stuffed and pre-rolls. You can buy it like you go into a store and basically buy a package of cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's pre-rolled with a little filter thing on it for you, and you open it up, and there you are. It's the most astonishing thing ever. When cannabis first became legal in Ontario, I was like, I gotta go to the store and check this out. I gotta see what this is about. It was like going into an Apple store. You could go in and you could sample everything. And then I ran into a girlfriend's parents that used to give us shit for smoking pot when we were kids. And I was like, oh, hello, Mrs. So-and-so. And they had like a big fat sack of weed with them. And I was like, oh, yeah. How y'all doing? And they're just like, oh, hi, Tanya. And they like left. Alder says, do you like dark beer? I did used to like dark beer. I used to like a Guinness when I drank.
Oh yeah.
Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Thick Guinness, because my dad's British side. We'd be sitting by the pool drinking Guinness when I was probably too young to have Guinness. But if you give a kid, a glass of wine at the table, or a sip of beer, they're probably not going to be out in the forest getting crazy with their friends. At least this is my hope.
I don't know if he's still here, but we do have one loyal listener who actually is from Dublin.
Yeah, Stephen.
Ooh,
He was
awesome.
in here earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw people say hi to Stephen. He's actually from Dublin, Ireland.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And he works at a famous fish and chip restaurant in Dublin that like everyone goes to. It's like the oldest restaurant in Dublin.
Cool.
So, and I guess he had the boss on today.
Oh my god.
It was this week. I'm not sure.
Send the fish and chips.
Yeah.
We're going to Florida in October. I was like, so I've been talking to my doctor. This is terrible. About how I can break veganism so I can have as much seafood as I want, because I love seafood. When we go down to Florida and we go down to the southern states, so we go often. We like to travel. Rob, like my husband, travels a lot for work because he's a filmmaker.
Okay.
And we just tag along. We go to Disney World or whatever. He's got to go to Texas, so we'll go to Texas and hang out with friends and whatever, and while he goes to LA or whatever. But it's fun to kind of travel around and get all over the place and be kind of everywhere. We're one of those families that kind of like doesn't like to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Are you gonna go to Disney or Universal?
Oh, we're gonna go to Disney World again because the kids have been twice. Like they've been as much as I've been. We first went when the kids were 9 months old and 3, and people were like, "Are you nuts?
Right.
You're gonna take a 9-month-old?"
Gives you a reason.
Yeah, James. I'm coming to visit you. I'm gonna be seeing James when I go to Florida.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna see my brosif when I go down there. I got something for you. I'm gonna smuggle all these crazy things onto the plane. Who knows where I'll put them? I'll figure that out later. And then, no, I'm just joking. Everything's legal. And I'm like, I just sent it in the mail. Yeah, you are getting free shipping. Exactly. It's coming down in the form of this kid. I'm like, I have to have an extra carry-on for beard oil. Oh my god. I'm like, just hope it doesn't melt before I get there. I'm like, just flash it, get it hot as hell, and then just like flash cool it. It'll be fine. That's what I say.
I know another beard owner that's had some trouble with bringing beard oil into the U.S. As a carry-on through customs.
Really? Oh my
Canada.
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm really good at hiding it in like tins and stuff. So I'll bring like a 1 ounce and I'll bring a tin, and then they don't say anything. So if you bring a 1 ounce in a tin, you might be able. I can't believe I'm telling like smuggling tricks here, but like for real, you could get it in a 1 ounce tin, almost like you would have of wax. And you could just shove some in there and just bring it with you in your pocket. You can get through it with it, no problem.
Yeah.
And then you got enough time to kind of cover you for a couple days. Maybe use it only at night when you come out of the shower or whatever. Chris, how's it going?
Hey, Chris.
Resident.
He's on another trip.
Where you tripping? You chaperoning. Oh, he's always chaperoning. He's always got something going on. He's a busy boy.
Yeah.
He's got a couple kids.
He's a busy guy with the funniest damn jokes.
Yes.
Every time I see his jokes, I'm crying.
What's up, Travis?
Well,
Hello,
speaking
hello.
of traveling, we're heading to Tennessee in September. The
Nice.
three of us. There's a beard competition down there. Michael will be working there.
Ooh.
And I was talking with the chatting online with the guy who is running the beard competition,
Yeah.
and they're running a raffle, 100 tickets for a Nashville vacation, basically for people who are going to the beard competition.
Wow.
And I told him I'd give him a shout out tonight on the show.
Well, everybody should get in on that. That's crazy.
So you can get a hotel room. I believe you get admission to Cooters, which is from the Dukes of Hazzard. There's axe throwing and entry into the beard competition. He's originally was selling the tickets for $40. Now they're down to $25.
Wow.
If you want to get one, you just need to PayPal him at his account, which is Yukon Junior 1208, and he just asked that you do it friends and family. So if any of you are interested in joining us down there, that'd be a great trip. And I know Michael's hoping he wins those tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get it going. Well, I think the last trip I had was I was in South Carolina. The last time I had a trip, and I went, and it was all like golf courses. I'm like, but then it was all shops too. They had crazy shops down there, and they had pirate treasure, and it was crazy. It was great. They had lots of boats, and I like sailing and things like that. So it was fun the last time we went to South Carolina. But I think Florida will be nice this time because we drive up. I like going through Georgia and everything like that. Georgia's like probably my favorite state to visit ever.
Oh, you're driving. Okay.
I love to drive. I am not a good girl on airplanes.
Yeah.
It's like you might as well knock me over the head with a hammer like in one of those Bugs Bunny movies. And I don't want to show my kids that I'm totally chicken. So I was like, we'll just drive up in the car. And they're like, okay, like I want to be in the car with my kids for like 2 days. But
you know what might be cool is if you drove to Virginia, which would be probably halfway for you.
Yep.
Right?
That's
you
what
can
we do.
get on a train with your car and it takes you right down to Sanford, which is just like outside Orlando.
Yeah. That's actually a really good idea because we always go to Virginia because there's this one particular hotel. Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
There's one particular hotel we stay at that we will not stay at again. That we go in Virginia because there's all the tunnels. You know, when you go through Virginia, there's all the tunnels.
Yeah.
And when we go there, I have to take gravel because I was like, oh God, no one told me there was going to be a tunnel.
Yes, my mom, she frequently goes to Florida, and that's how she does it. She lives in Pennsylvania. She drives to Virginia, puts
That's
her car
smart.
on a train, rides the train down, comes back the same way.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
It sounds more like comfortable, especially when you're traveling with kids and everything too, and you want to stretch your legs out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's
it'd be cool to
cool.
be on a train as a kid, you know?
Oh my God. I loved it. When I was a kid, I loved being on trains. I thought it was fascinating. My kids would probably go ape. They'd love it.
This haircut.
Every week he has a comment about his hair.
Yeah.
Well, at first he said, I thought he was saying his chair was as loud as AF.
Well, actually, sounds pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Why is it usually loud AF?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
It's
squeaky
squeaky?
chair sometimes.
Mine doesn't move. I don't think. Well, it rocks
oiled
back and
it.
forth, but it doesn't go. Oh, there you go. Mine rocks back and forth, but it doesn't do much. It doesn't go back quick, like quite back and forth. I'm afraid to rock it. I'm afraid it'll break.
So you have 2 kids. How old are they now then?
My kids are 5 and 8, so they're
Oh.
they're still small.
Little babies.
They're still babies, but they're like going on 25. They're crazy. Like they're crazy kids, but they're good kids, which is cool. You know what I mean? And they love like what I do, which is easy because they're glad I'm home. because I can do it like from the lab, like downstairs. They're glad I'm not working like out of the house anymore, and I can go and like help them with their school stuff. So I still do my full-time like mom stuff. I can still do my music stuff, but then I got into this stuff because my dad was like, you know, do it. And then my dad passed away, like I say, unfortunately. And so I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm still going to do it. I could probably quit, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing this. So I did it. That's why I started the Captain's Blend, because I put that out because it smelled. I was like, I need something that smells like my dad because I miss him. So that is my dad,
Cool.
literally in a bottle.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was my tribute sent to my dad. And that's how it kind of like started. And then I was like, I'm just going to like use scents of places I've been or things that I've done on tour that I think about and I remember how they kind of like smelled, right? So that's how most of my scents started in bottles. And now it's like I kind of go to, like, even with my new releases that are coming, they're really like based on bands and what I think I imagine them to smell like. Big time. Wait till the Frank Zappa oil comes out.
Oh.
I know you would be stoked. Like
Okay,
Michael likes Frank Zappa as much as I do, I think.
Oh, I love Frank Zappa. Big fan. I became a fan of him the same year he died.
Did you really?
Yeah, or actually a year before, because he died in '94, I believe.
94, yeah.
Yep, and it was '93. I became a fan of him, and yeah, I just love his music.
He's amazing.
Even his like composer music, like even his
instrumental stuff is amazing. Yeah, because he was more of a composer than he was like a bathroom break.
That's for me.
I told you. You're doing
like
good holding it in.
Yeah.
It's like an ask. Please no yellow snow. Watch out where the Huskies go.
Yeah.
I love it's so politically incorrect these days, but I love Bobby Brown Goes Down. That's my ultimate favorite Frank Zappa song because you know what? It's so good. Like he was talking about things back then
Big
that
leg
people
Emma.
are
yeah.
Big time. Like
Enema Bandit.
Oh my god, he was amazing. Like the only I think record I can let the kids listen to like Nanook of the North, and I can let them listen to like Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast and stuff like that. But I can't put too much Frank Zappa on when they're around.
Not Dynamo Hum.
Well, hell no. Like I can put Joe's Garage on like around like my eldest and everything like that. But like you go to put on Chic Your Booty, and I'm like, it's over. See ya. I'm like, you're not allowed to listen to that. Frank Zappa will be coming. No, I decided to do the Doors and the Grateful Dead because I love the Doors and I grew up on the Doors big time. Huge. And that's one oil that you don't have yet and you will have soon. And then I got the other one. I decided to do the Grateful Dead because I'm a huge Deadhead and was since like growing up. I loved like Jerry Garcia and all that kind of stuff. And I grew up with that kind of psychedelic acid rock. So I did the Doors scent. Where is it? Here it is. And it's nice. It's going to just be called Whiskey Bar because the Alabama song by the Doors, if you know that song. And it smells nice. It's just the same blend that I always do, like my regular blend.
I was expecting peyote.
Oh, I couldn't get it. I'm like, same. Ooh. But it's got like lots of nice notes in it. The top note in it is like, it's a double tobacco scent. So it's, if you like tobacco, it's one for you. It's got like bourbon tobacco in it. It's got melted caramel. It's got sweet tobacco, like leaves in it. It's almost like a sweet tobacco cigar leaf. And I got toffee in there, almost like a Werther's sort of toffee. And then I got nutmeg in there, and I'm thinking about adding like a little kind of a frosted kind of milk on the top, maybe, or a creaminess to that. Might add like a creaminess just to the background, just a little bit to round it out. And see, people love the Doors and the Dead. Two of my top three. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Ken says, yeah, I'm a burnout. Oh my God, that's so funny. And this one, obviously, is the Dead one. So this one, these two I've both done in soaks as well. So this is the Grateful Dead one. This one was kind of just reminded me of I went to a Grateful Dead concert Fish is number 3, the greatest like goddamn jam band ever. But everybody knows you kind of have a base case if you really like those bands. I do. And so here comes grateful, because I mean, you got to be grateful your mothers. I'm putting this out around Mother's Day. And this one it's got like a summer pear in it, because I always think of the summer and concerts and the Grateful Dead, and like almost like a pear wine. It's got champagne in it, and it's got a little bit of summer strawberry, and it's just like kissed, like seal, like kissed by a rose, just a little bit. And I put a little bit of rose petals in the soap. I didn't infuse this oil with it. Eventually, I will do rose infused oils, but I find they're extremely strong on the beard. And like, I know my husband, like, he reacts to them. He's like, woo, he's like, that's really strong. And it's a lot like in his face. It lasts a long time. And I don't know how good it is to do that. So we'll see. I think the right concentration can be good. Oh yeah, Sublime is another good, like, what I would call burnout band.
Yeah.
These are all bands that I like though. Like, I mean, I love Led Zeppelin. I love any band. You know what? Like anything you can tap your foot to. I like to put my foot down too. And then I'm releasing this. This is the weirdest thing ever. And you guys I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. And my kids think this looks like something I picked up in the backyard after the dog. Because it's disgusting. It's absolutely like it looks terrible.
It looks like a rock.
It does look like a rock. And my kids were like, "What is that?" And it's black soap. And I've put it on the Instagram. Some people call it African black soap. Some people, I just call it black soap. But it's made, as you guys might know what it is. It's made generally the like traditional way is to make it. They make it in Ghana. So I learned kind of how to do it all and put everything together. So what you put in it is you put shea butter in it. You use coconut oil. I got saponified like palm kernel oil, and then you use potash from like cacao. And you mix it kind of in a traditional way, and you end up with this kind of crumbly soap. They call it black soap, but it's not actually black, but it's super good for your skin and like elasticity. And the great thing about it is when you get it in like a vacuum pack like this, it's going to crumble. You're going to want to use it in your shower, but it's going to feel like Play-Doh. Like you can mold it any way you want. You can use it on your face, your body, your soap, your like with the beard. You can use it on your hands. You can use it wherever you want. Oh yeah, Jason's saying, yeah, there are many benefits with that. So it's amazing. It's full of vitamin A and full of vitamin E. A lot of the time it's like you just can't get it in the States or Canada, but I figured out how to make it because chemistry. Scott's just taking a break.
I didn't even see him leave.
I just saw the little sign came up.
Yeah.
It's cleansing. He's going to clean the pipe. He's going to clean the pipes. Oh yeah. His wife is confirming that this is actually happening.
Oh yeah.
How everyone's doing tonight? Well, some people are good, some people are shitty. Most people, everybody's good. A wedding song was a Led Zeppelin song. Well, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
I had friends who had, what was their wedding song? It was a Journey song. And I think it was like Endlessly. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? Is this your wedding song? It's amazing. I'm like, I can't. I said, oh, that'd be good. Don't Stop Believing would be a great wedding song. I don't know if I'm domestically like married to my husband. We're not married, but it's just to me it's a piece of paper. But I don't know what my wedding song would be. Yeah, Faithfully. Oh my God, it was so good at their wedding. I was like, this is your wedding song? Because I got to be the DJ. They're like, will you DJ our wedding? I'm like, sure. I'm like, what do you want as your wedding song? Everyone pretend you're frozen when he gets back. Everyone, nobody in the chat, nobody move.
Yeah, Becky, come on in.
Here she comes.
Sit in a seat.
Yeah, get in a seat.
Right downstairs.
Get down here. We won't be frozen though. So no, I've just been making kind of like soaps and things to release. I got a couple markets coming up, and all the oils are obviously going to be available in butters because most of them are. And if they're not, and you don't see them on the website in butters necessarily, just message me. Order it in, like I say, a nude. Don't order it in a custom because it'll cost you $10 more. Order it in a nude. Leave me a note. Tell me what you want. I'll throw it in a nude butter for you. It's easy. If I already make it, it's easy. I'm not taking anything out or doing anything special or working on customs are like something we go back and forth on like crazy, you know.
Mm.
Anytime I do a custom with anybody, we're back and forth on it until they get it like just exactly how they like it. Someone did a custom with me and they wanted me to recreate Brute. So since I don't buy Brute as like a scent, I know you can, but I'd rather take the notes in it, use kind of the perfume wheel, and make Brute like in my own scent with a drop of this and a drop of that and a drop of that. It's just, it smells nicer and it's rounder when you actually make the scent, especially in cologne type scents. It's nice to make them with all the notes because that's how they make them when they make cologne.
At one point, I think I heard you say you made like 70 different custom orders.
Yeah.
Custom scents.
I made a lot of custom scents.
That's
People
crazy.
really like them. They love, and it's really, I get a lot of weird stuff. Like I was saying, I was doing one that someone asked me to make one that smelled like a funeral parlor.
Yeah.
And it did. It really did. But I've done some like fun ones like killer clowns from outer space and like they smell like cotton candy, but like smoke and gunpowder and just like fun stuff.
Yeah.
Like really fun stuff. Like I've done really fun things. One was like it was supposed to smell like a wallet and like money and cologne and like I have fun. I have fun with them. You know, they're great. They're like, I'm like, what band are you thinking of? Tell me. I'm gonna go listen to this band. I'll tell you what I have in mind. You go listen to this band. You tell me what you have in mind. That's kind of how I work with customs. It's kind of silly, but it works really good. And they always turn out happy. I haven't had a complaint except for I had one customer complain, but I think it was a phishing scam. Oh, he's coming back. And he said that my oil smelled like nothing. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Remember that? I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, I think you're getting hosed. I'm like, I just gave him a refund. And I was like,
but they didn't want a refund and they didn't want new products. They wanted all your products, right?
He wanted all my oils. I'm like, well, if they
everything.
don't smell like anything, why do you want them? Like they're so cruddy. Like they're the worst oils ever. Why do you want them?
Yeah.
So I was just like, take a refund and have a lovely day. I'll talk to you another time.
So you just did a market, right?
Yeah, I did.
How'd that go?
It was awesome. It was really, really good. Like there are more bearded people in this city than you know, and a lot of them aren't really on the internet because I don't know what it is. Maybe the market's not saturated with that, but it is in person. And doing those markets, especially the ones that I do, like the punk rock flea markets, I don't do like the mob markets. They're like your live, laugh, love markets because that is not really my demographic. Like, let's be perfectly honest.
Right.
Like blasting rock and roll music and having, you know,
you need to be at a motorcycle meet or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or sometimes I go to like a beer and hot sauce festival or something like that. And those go over like really well because that's kind of my audience and everybody there has a beard. So we're actually working on a festival this summer to do kind of like beards and brews and barbecues and barbecue sauce and stuff like that to do here. And I'll be obviously the grooming company that does the beard stuff. But we have tons of people and vendors that want to come out. And there's like, I'll put it this way. I don't know any band that doesn't have a beard right now in my like city. And they're all really solid bands. So they're all happy to play. So I think it'd be a good event and a good way to bring community together and bring like the bearded community together because they don't know each other so much in my city, which is so weird because I know in a lot of cities there's a lot of like beard positivity, but in London like nobody gets together for it.
I can name a musician in London that doesn't have a beard.
Who?
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's ever going to be able to grow a beard. There's no magical sauce that's.
For those that didn't know, he is from London, Ontario.
No, he's from down the street in London, Ontario. He was born here because his mom was young when she got pregnant with him. So we used to have like this is terrible. I can't even believe I'm saying this. We used to have a house for pregnant moms where you could go where you're a teenager when your parents were like ashamed of you. And it was called Bethesda. So she had him in London. And then she raised him down the street in a little town called Stratford. And it's just down the street about half an hour, I'd say. It's just down the road. And raised him there. So when he goes there, no one cares. No one cares about him. They see him walk down the street. He comes to London. All the little girls scream after him. They go crazy. They go nuts after the Biebs. They love him. Justin Bieber. He's never going to be.
If he walked down the street near me, I wouldn't care either.
You probably wouldn't know who he was.
When he first came out, and this is terrible too, with his little cut and everything, he just pixie cut. I thought he was a little girl. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be such a great little role model for little girls. And then I was like, oh, he's a little boy. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to do now. I'm like, well, he's not my style of music. He can go do whatever he likes. He seems like he's gotten into a lot of trouble getting into fame, but I think a lot of kids do growing up in that industry if you don't have the right adults guiding you. And I'm glad that I did. Like with Kitty and stuff like that, we had the right people guiding us along and making sure we didn't get into crap. Like we got into a little bit of crap, but like we are still around. You know what I mean? He still looks like a little girl with tattoos. He looked like a butch lesbian.
Oh man,
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, he ain't ever going to be able to be beard. He's never going to grow a beard. Doesn't matter what he takes. He can put a chia pet stuff. See if that works on his face. Or he's going to have to use the glue. I put the Santa Claus beard on sometimes.
Oh, you can get a hold of what's that guy? We're trying to get him on the show. Who makes fake beards?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Can't
like,
think of
are they
his
like
name.
a toupee but for your face?
Yeah, he makes it out of human hair and yak hair. Right? Was it yak?
Yeah. Lick or something like that.
Sometimes. Oh, Smokey's right. He might grow 3 hairs. He's got like a little one growing out of a mole. Like he might have a little teen stash. He's damn crazy. Was it Mike opened that box?
What box?
What box?
I don't know.
I don't see no box. I have a box.
Yep, I don't know.
Chia beard. That's a scent profile. I think chia beard would smell like Moss Man from He-Man. It would smell like super like oak mossy and kind of like that's what it would smell like to me. Remember when like the toys from He-Man used to smell?
Oh yeah.
Like you get stinkor.
Yeah.
And like if I ever did like a Superman or like a superhero line, I'd definitely do like a He-Man line and put out Stinkor and Moss Man. No one would want to wear it. But just like for the novelty of having it, I think it would be fun to do some like fun like Masters of the Universe sense. Because like I grew up on all that stuff, like He-Man and the Ninja Turtles and Masters of the Universe and Ghostbusters and all those fun cartoons and stuff. That was my Saturday morning. I'm sure it was some of y'all's too, right?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Well, mine was Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner.
I also loved Looney Tunes, all of it. I loved Marvin the Martian. Oh my god.
Marvin the Martian, yeah.
Marvin the Martian sleeps with my oldest kid every single night. And Pepe Le Pew I love him because he just was always trying to force himself on that cat. She was just like she was not having it. I know it was canceled. It was just like because like it's inappropriate. And I'm like, it's silly. It's a kid's cartoon.
Right.
Come on. They cancel everything now.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's brutal. They're gonna cancel me one of these days.
Let's take a look at this your show there, Scott.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I can't think of a better name for it tonight.
Presentation?
There we go. Yeah. Present to us.
Okay, we got Rock-A-Holic Grooming Company, obviously.
Yeah, I was at that concert.
Were you?
Yeah.
And I took from her website. Was founded by gold record selling musician Tiny Candler. It was made to bring you unique products and scent blends based on real rock and roll life in the studio, on the stage, and on the road. One of a kind scent profiles and a story behind every blend, plus the guarantee that all products are plant-based and cruelty-free. It's their mission to be a safe space company and offer grooming products for all humans. And they are proudly small batch and brewed in London, Ontario, Canada. So then we've got the Carrier blend. which, correct me if I get any of this wrong. We have a jojoba oil, argan oil, amla oil, sweet almond, apricot seed kernel oil, castor oil, MCT oil, grapeseed oil, vitamin E, and the essential and fragrance blend.
You got it.
And I believe it's $19 for a 1 ounce oil.
Now, what's MCT oil?
MCT is just medium chain triglyceride. It's just a different pressing of cold pressed coconut oil.
Okay.
It's just the way they press it. It's more. It's an organic blend of it. It's just a little less greasy and absorbs well on your skin. I find if you use a lot of coconut oil in something, it leaves a really greasy after feel on your hands and on your face, and it doesn't absorb as well. So I use my ingredient list in order of how much is in the actual oil. So MCT is low on the list because I still find even with that oil, it can get greasy if you use too much of it. To drop too much, and it doesn't feel right. You're waiting for the Ronnie James deodorant.
Oh, boy.
I love his jokes. They make my day.
Yeah.
They make my day.
And as far as I know, they're all made up.
I know he makes them up himself. He doesn't
Yeah.
get them from anywhere else. They're all original jokes.
Yes. Okay, and then we have the butter, which is apricot butter, shea butter, jojoba oil, castor oil, and the essential and fragrance blend.
Yep.
And, $20 for a 2 ounce butter.
They are they won't be this weekend. This weekend I'm going to do a sale.
Ooh.
So you'll see what happens then. I don't know. I don't have any more articles of clothing to take off.
So
Man,
your butter, would you say it's unique?
I would say it's unique because I say it's kind of like really melty, and I find it spreads and it sits evenly. Like it kind of, it'll give you a little bit of shape and a little tiny bit of hold. Not much.
It does.
Does it? Do you find that too?
So I'm a huge balm fan. Like I use balm every day.
Mm-hmm.
But this butter is kind of like a hybrid butter. Like it's kind of like a balm almost.
That's what
like
That's what my husband says. I think it's because of the concentration I use of the castor oil with the jojoba oil and how I mix it.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit thicker. That's why I add a pick just in case you want to scrape it out if you want to use your finger. Like it's a quick melt on your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. In no way do you need a pick to get it out.
No. Some of the mustache wax sometimes. Like if you're doing mustache wax, but I don't know who likes mustache wax and who doesn't. You know, it's some people's bag, and some people are like, nope. The mustache wax is also really good if you get the softer kind as a good pomade if you like to slick your hair back. It's nice as a gentleman's pomade.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad you like the butter because that was one that I monkeyed around with for a long time to get it the way I wanted it.
It's unique. I do like it.
Thank you.
You don't necessarily need a balm. Like I use butter and balm together in the mornings. So, but using yours, I wouldn't necessarily need a balm.
Yeah, that's a lot of people have asked me if I'm going to start selling balms, and from the feedback I've got from clients, and now you as well too. Like, I don't see any reason to have one. I see a reason for balms, but I don't see a reason for me to sell one because I don't want to sell like products that were redundant to clients that don't need them and take your money when I don't need to take your money when this product will work for you just fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dishonest. So if it works for you and it works like a balm, then use it as a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Why the heck not? As long as it sells and people are happy with it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. I don't want to take anybody's money. I just want to make your beard nice.
Was that Willie?
Oh, that's Willie. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jason, now he needs the butter. Willie, be quiet. He's on Willie medication, but it doesn't work.
And then we have mustache wax. We have mustache wax with organic beeswax, organic jojoba oil, essential and fragrance blend, and $12 for a 1 ounce.
Yeah, and I can do. It depends on like how thick you like your mustache wax. If you message me and you say you want it stiffer, I'll make it stiffer for you. If you want it softer, I'll make it softer for you. Just let me know. Again, note section. Tell me what you want, and I'll make it how you want it. I'll pour it how you like it.
Oh, that's cool. And that just seems like a pretty simple blend.
It is a very simple blend, and some of it, like I make it so stiff you can hardly get it out with a guitar pick, and you have to roll it in your fingers. And some of it, I make it thinner. You can just take it out with the back of your thumb and just use it for a little bit of shape. You got to reapply with like a lighter body, the one that has like a lighter body to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. But it's good for shape as far as like separating your beard and your mustache as like a separate piece. I would say it's definitely good for that.
Cool. And then we get to the scents. We have pink, which is banana cream pie, Meyer lemon zest, peach nectar, and light powdery cashmere. And we have honky tonk, which is cherry, whiskey, tonka bean, sweet tobacco, and sweet smoke.
Yeah, those are two of my favorites. I love them.
Cool. And we've got Golden God, which is frankincense, myrrh, patchouli, golden honey, sandalwood, and roasted almonds. And Van Hagar, which is a lemon essential, lemon frost, birthday cake, and sugar. That's an interesting combination.
It sounds more sugary than it is, but anyone who's tried it has found that it's very bright.
And we have Snow Core, which is mandarin orange, fresh mint, fir tree, vetiver, amber, and geranium. And Hookah Lounge, which is blackberry tea, red currant, dark tobacco, cannabis, sweet smoke, and cream.
So just having, does it say cannabis on the bottle?
It does say cannabis on the bottle. No, that one doesn't say cannabis on the bottle.
No.
Because
I was just wondering.
This one isn't actually. It's not a cannabis oil. This one is literally a cannabis fragrance oil. It's not It's not an infusion. But you have to put when you ship them through customs. I have to put that there's no terpenes on them. Oh, Phil got his today. Awesome.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I love the cannabis in a profile too. I like it. Depends how it is though. Like if it's a little bit sweeter or it's not too burnt. Charred cannabis sometimes can be a little much. Going around with, Cheech and Chong beer all day might not be your bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got one of those from Mike.
Yeah, is it really smoky?
Yeah, well, it's called OG, so it's
OG. It's OG. It's yeah. OG. It's OG Kush.
Yep.
I know what it is.
So there's no doubt what that one is.
Oh yeah. Everyone smells you coming. It smells like Otto's jacket from The Simpsons.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone caught Beard Mode and Miss Beer Mode, their Cheech and Chong skit on Reels.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That was excellent. They did it so awesome.
And then we have Stevie, which is raspberry tea, nag champa incense, blueberry tea leaves, ginseng, and ginkgo. And that was a custom scent, wasn't it?
It was a custom scent. It was like one of those wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I was like, oh, I need to do a scent for Stevie Nicks because I really like Fleetwood Mac right now. I'm really digging this. I'm like, well, I got stuck watching a series that was like loosely based on Fleetwood Mac. And so I was like, I'm going to make this scent. And I'm like, what would remind me of Stevie Nicks? What reminds me of like gypsies and stuff like that? So I infused in oil and I kind of tried this out and it worked really well. And then people really, really, really liked it. So I got good feedback on this one, big time. And for a first infused oil, it was kind of it was a cool thing to make.
Yeah, it's definitely, I haven't seen that combination anywhere. So.
No, you will probably won't. I'm a little bit out there. It's a weird one.
And then we have Power Slide, which is cedarwood, sea salt, bergamot, patchouli, and lime.
I didn't know that, Ken. That's cool.
Cool. And we have a Beer Garden, which is IPA beer, blood orange, fresh lemon, fizzy pops, and acai berry.
Yeah,
and
that
we
one
have
kind of, nude is undressed, nothing. It's
Yeah.
just the carrier oil. Like it's undressed, nothing. Well, thank you, Jason. Yeah, Power Slide is nice. A lot. I mean, if you haven't given it a try, it's like a nice neutral scent. Beer Garden got its summer makeover. It's like it was more of a heavier fall scent before. That was kind of like more of a Beer Garden with more a little bit of leather in it and apples and spice and something more you'd have if you were at Oktoberfest in Germany. Kind of smells like that if you've ever been. It just has a certain smell to it, but it can't smell like that for summer. So I thought about a summer beer garden and what it kind of smells like having a shandy on the back porch, like with your dad. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not over beery. You don't smell like the drunk guy at work. Nobody wants to be that guy.
And then you also had some of these listed as limited scents. Feel Good is spicy pineapple, fresh melon blend, sexy suede, pink peppercorn, and fresh cigar leaf.
Yepper, that one I did, and I've got a few. I think I've got like 4 combos of that left, and when that's gone, it's gone. I'm not doing that one again. It's good, but it's complex. It's punchy.
And Ultimate Sin, which is black leather, tobacco, ebony, deadly nightshade, tonka bean noir, and midnight air.
And this is probably like one of my, like right now, especially, this is probably one of my favorite scents, and I'm bummed out because this one is the one I can't, I'm not going to be able to have it anymore. The company that I was using got rid of this, like 3 scents. They got rid of the black leather, and it smells really, it's like a sweet black leather. They got rid of the ebony tobacco, and then they got rid of what else did they get rid of? It was just those 2 that they got rid of. I can get the rest of the other stuff. So I'm trying to source out another company so I can make more of it, because I think it's like the darkest, like sexiest cologne scent. If you like leather scents, you'll like this scent. Because it's a very sweet leather. It's not like a boot leather. It's not like walking into a store in Texas, a boot store. It's very sweet.
So what does Nightshade smell like?
Nightshade smells like sweet. It smells like it smells a bit like it smells like almost like tonka bean, but darker than that almost. It has a wood almost like a bottom end to it. I would say it's more bassy than anything else because it's a nightshade plant. So deadly nightshade itself is something that's poison. This is just like the smell of it. So it's more, it's kind of a sweet smell, to be perfectly honest. It's sweet and very dark.
Okay.
Very, very sweet and dark. So everything that went to that bottle was supposed to be dark because it was for Ozzy Osbourne. And he's the Prince of Darkness, so.
Yeah. And then we've got one we were talking about earlier, the Captain's Blend, which, as far as what I could tell, you only had butter left.
Yes, for about 2 weeks now. Until I get the labels in for the oil.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a barbershop soap, a spice blend, ocean breeze, butterscotch, sea salt, sandalwood, and bergamot.
and that one is honestly, that one's our bestseller. It's the blend that I made for my dad, and every time I have it, it flies. It's gone. As soon as I put it in the shop, bang, it's gone. But sometimes if you can't get it in a combo, you don't want it. You know what I mean? You want kind of an oil and a butter, maybe.
Right.
So this is the one that my wife loved, absolutely loved.
This is her fave.
Yep.
And it's a complex. It's a weird profile too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely smell the butterscotch right away. That's like the first thing I smell. But yeah, it's really nice. Lasts all day. I'm still wearing it.
It's a laster. And it's the butterscotch. The funny thing about that one is, in that there is 1 drop of butterscotch to basically the ratio. So 1 to 1 ounce, it would equal 1 drop is in that bottle, and it just kicks everything's butt. It's because of the vanilla content, right? So the usage rate's lower, so the smell is going to be kind of higher. Well, making these new bourbon scents I've been smelling like a drunk.
Yeah, I highly recommend this one. If you're gonna buy one, I would recommend this one. This one's my favorite.
Yeah, that one will be back in stock, and I'll have like tons of combos in about like 2 weeks. As soon as these guys come, they screwed me over a little bit. I love the sticker company, but I'm taking things into my own hands on the advice of a very good friend. And he's like, just get this, and this, and this is what I do. I'm like, okay, I'll do this. But this sticker company, I just want to finish up the Captain's Blend with these. And when they come in, all the way on, what's the viscosity of your oil? I must have missed it. It's about, what do you guys think the viscosity is? I think it's about a medium.
Yeah, I would say medium.
It's about a medium? Okay, I'm just like, it's whatever you guys think. It doesn't matter what I think.
Well, with the caster, I would guess it would be medium.
Yeah. It's casters in like the bottom end, but yeah, the caster gives it that thickness. And then the amla and the jojoba and stuff like that, they give it more of a golden like color. But you're right, with the caster, it gives it that thickness and it holds it in a little bit.
And that's just awesome that your bestseller is the one that you contributed to your dad. That's just really cool.
Yeah.
I think you would be pretty like stoked to hear about that. You'd be like, you'd be humbled to hear it. You're like, the bestseller is mine? Really? Why? Like, because you smell the best.
Because you did it for your dad.
Exactly. I kept pushing for my dad, and I keep pushing for my dad every day. That's what it's about. It's for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got some wax melts for $7 for a pack of 6. Welcome to Paradise, which is lemon lime soda. American Pie, which is green and red apple pie. Raspberry Beret, which is raspberry sundae. Angel Sing, which is salted caramel. And Cherry Bomb, which is dark cherry and maraschino cherry.
Those are fun. Those are at my mother-in-law's request. She's like, and actually my son's best friend, they're both 8. His favorite thing to do was buy things from Bath and Body Works. So he's like, Miss Tanya, can you make wax melts? So I made them for a market, and they went like crazy. So I'm like, I think I'm going to keep making these. Yeah, so I've got some new ones coming for Mother's Day because I've had some requests from some mother-in-laws. So we're gonna see what I can whip up.
That's cool. I know there's a bunch of people in the beard community who buy those from different companies.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I stick them in a bag as if I ask if someone has a wax like warmer at home, and I stick it in a bag as like a freebie. I'm like, what do you want your freebie to be? Like, pick. Do you want soap? Do you want a wax melts? Do you want a mustache wax? What do you want? Just pick something out, and I'll stick something in. Do you want a chocolate bar that's Canadian that you can't get there? What do you want? I sent people. No, I'm not. No shit. I've sent people chocolate bars. Oh yeah.
I have to laugh at my wife because we'll be somewhere and she'll come across some wax melts and she'll buy them. Meantime, back here at home, we got a whole pile of them already, and she just keeps buying more. I said, "When are you going to use the ones you got?" Just
It's her
like how she
hobby.
gets on me about my oils.
I was
Why
gonna
are
say
you
she probably
getting?
looks at your beard oil shelf and goes,
Yeah, she's like, "Why are you getting more beard oils? Don't you have enough?"
Yeah, I do like coming home to the house smelling nice. It's my house always kind of smells nice. That's what my kids' friends say. They're like, "Your house smells so good." Yes, Smokey can confirm he got a chocolate bar for me in his last order, and it was great. It was a coffee crisp. It's in Canada. We like our coffee crisp. So I sent him one because it's a candy bar that you cannot get in America, and it's fantastic. So sometimes you'll get a chocolate bar or something weird like that in your order from me, or cookies or something weird.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, every time I would go up to Canada from work, I'd find some other product that you can only get in Canada.
Yeah, like ketchup chips or like all dressed chips. Like I have certain clients, they're in Texas, and I send them potato chips all the time, and I'll send them a whole box of potato chips down and they buy soaps. All they buy is soaps and beard butter. They buy soaps, beard butter, and a ton of chips. I send them a ton of chips. They love it. They're like best friends. They're fun. They're fun people. They love our potato chips.
Jason, I think you got some bargaining power now. Like every wax mouth she gets, you get a beard oil.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound too bad. You got some push.
Yep.
And then we have the soaps. These are just the ingredients. Some of the soaps do have other ingredients. And say just check on the website. Like one has oatmeal but I didn't want to list the ingredients of each soap.
Too many of them to list. Go to the site. Honestly, go to the site. People can go to the site. They can have a look. You don't want to spend all day typing up the darn ingredients. That's my job. There's oatmeal, there's honey, there's all kinds of things that you can use. There's triple butter, there's the black soap will be on the site soon. I'm not sure what I'm going to price it at because it's a very difficult process to actually make. So that one I want to make as fairly priced as I can, but just the ingredients are difficult to source. So it's like when I'm out, I'll be out for a little while because it takes a very long time to make. But you'll like it once you get it, even though once you get over the fact that it looks terrible. It looks terrible. But those are a lot of the stuff that I use for a lot of the soaps. Like I say, some of the soaps are like a shave, and they'll lather in your shave bowl, or if for ladies you can shave your legs or whatever you're shaving. Use it as a shave, or you can use it on your head or whatever, or on your face, whatever you're shave. Don't shave your beard off. That's a bad idea. But they're also like a shampoo soap. But the triple butter ones, they're good everywhere on your body, your beard, your hands. It's true to never judge a book by its cover. And then the black soap, that can be used everywhere. Beard, body, hands, face, your hair. And it's crumbly and it's kind of like I say, it's Play-Doh-y, but you can kind of mush it back together. So when you get it, if you get it, try it out. And the restorative properties on it are awesome. It'll make your skin's elasticity bounce back. I use it now. I don't use night cream anymore.
Yeah, I've heard some great things about that kind of soap.
Black soap? Yeah, it's awesome. It's super awesome. So I'm going to carry it because I can make it now. I learned how to make it the traditional way. I didn't want to screw around and import it and, you know what I mean, steal somebody else's resources, mess around with them. So I'm like, I am determined and bound to do this myself because I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
So I figured it out and I gave it to a couple of friends and they're like, they used black soap growing up and loved it. And it was part of their culture. And they're like, this is the real deal. This is OG. This is what I'm talking about. This is like stuff my aunts used to make. Stripping soap, right? Yeah, well, you can use it as stripping soap. I wouldn't, if you are really dry, I wouldn't use it any more than 3 times a week. However, conversely, if you were the other way and your skin is very oily, I would use it more often.
So I don't think I'll need it out here in Wyoming.
You may not need it. But conversely, people used to use it and clay, like in the tar pits, to put on their skin as like a barrier to keep the oil and the sebum that's in your skin in.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you need for your skin. Try it on your hands first, see what you think. It leaves my hands just very, very soft, I find, when I use it in my hands. I use it in my hair as well. And it's nice in my hair. It's nice before I dye it, because obviously this is not my natural color. Wild guess.
Now, have any of your kids had to taste the soap?
No, they've not tasted the soap. They know. The good thing is they know it's soap, but like sometimes they will say they want to either eat the lotion or the soap looks like cake. I'm like, ah.
Well, I meant if they get in trouble, like swear, and you have to put soap in your mouth, you know.
Oh, if they swear, I know that they've probably been watching my podcast. No, I'm just kidding. If they swear, I take it pretty seriously, even though it's like I'm a pirate, like big time. But if they swear, I'm like, do you want me to tell your teacher that you swore?
Teacher.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm like, do you want me? Like, I'll like threaten with my mom. Like, do you want me to tell Alma that you swore? No. I'm like, so what do you think about swearing? I don't think I should do it. I'm like, I don't think you should either. And then that's about where the conversation ends. I'm pretty strict about swearing in the house. I let the P's and Q's slip once in a while. That's my amazing ADHD Tourette's power. It just comes out like you would. Well, you'd believe it. You've heard it. You've all heard it. It comes out at will. I just, I talk first, and then my lips can't stop it.
Mhm.
Everybody has those moments. Mine just happen to be all the time.
Yeah. Jason too. Jason has that problem.
I do.
I don't consider it a problem as much as I consider it a superpower.
There you go.
Come on, Jason.
There you go.
I know you're with me on this one. It's a superpower. I find with age, like I even told a lady today, she's like, "Oh, I think you're older than 40, like the way you act." I'm like, I'm the 90-year-old guy saying, "Get off my lawn." That's the age that I am inside.
So then, some of these scents are the same as they were in the oil.
They are. Some of the oils match the soaps.
Yeah, you have pink, which is banana cream pie, Meyer lemon zest, peach nectar, and light powdery cashmere, and Stevie, which is raspberry tea, nag champa, incense, blue tea leaves, ginseng, and ginkgo.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I believe they do go for $7 a soap. You've got a Love Buzz, which is honey and almond. Fleet Street, which is bright Italian bergamot, fresh green basil, oak moss, and white patchouli.
Yeah, that one's more traditional barbershop. It's not like how Captain's Blend is. Fleet Street is the best. Thank you, Jason. I think I've got like one bar of Fleet Street. I've got to make another big batch of Fleet Street. How strong is the cashmere pink? It is the lightest note in pink, so you hardly smell it. It's just a little tiny bit, almost like I wrapped it around it in a little jacket at the end. Just a little bit, just ever so soft, because I don't like anything to smell too powdery. I don't want too much powder in something. I find things can be like when you have like a baby powder scent, for instance. It can be way too powdery and overpowering and a lot to breathe in. So with pink, it's a lot of people have bought it and been really surprised, saying things like, "Well, my wife really hates bananas," and then I'll get a message saying, "She loves it. Oh my God, my wife loves it." I'm like, "Oh, good." I'm glad she likes those bananas. Just keep wearing it and you're going to get some tonight. What's my effort? What's my favorite scent? I don't know, for my company or for another company. For my company, my favorite scent is probably Captain's Blend because it's a tribute scent to my dad, and it's like really, really progressive the way it's mixed. It's got a lot of different things in it. I like mixing it because it's complex. That's my favorite scent from my company. Other companies, there are probably too many to name because I do like a lot of other grooming and beard oil companies. Big time.
Cool. And then we've got a Pour Some Sugar on Me, which is sugar cookie and oatmeal. And Alive, which is organic coffee beans, ground and whole.
Oh yeah, I had fun with that one. That will wake you up in the morning. It's like I'm gonna put coffee in it, so good. I mean, it's good for your skin. It's exfoliative, and the caffeine stimulates your skin, so it's good for you. And it smells nice. And the great thing about these soaps is you don't smell like them all day.
Right. Yeah.
You smell like them in the shower, and then you get to put on whatever cologne or whatever, beard oil you're gonna wear, beard butter, whatever you're gonna put on, whatever you want to smell like. You end up having a nice time in the shower or the bath or whatever, but you don't stink like it all day. I hate that about soaps. If you smell like a soap all day, I think it's been over perfumed. My opinion, no one else's, but my humble opinion.
And many of us just put other scents on right after the shower anyway. So
Exactly. Right. My husband does. As soon as he gets out of the shower, it's something different.
But I believe that's everything you're offering currently.
It is right now until I put these other things up. I took the Star Wars part, sort of sense down until next Star Wars day or any Star Wars type occasion. So maybe, I don't know, when something happens with the Mandalorian, I'll put them up. Neighborhood kids all want to come over and smell everything. Do you have this smell? Do you have dirt? I'm like, yes. What does it smell like? I'm like, dirt. And worms and more kicked up dirt. Like, what else do you have? I'm like, I have a scent that smells like blood. They're like, what does that smell like? I'm like, pennies. I'm like, but blood. I'm like, it actually smells like blood. Like, what are you gonna do with that? I'm like, wouldn't you like to know? Vampire.
So Mike, what all did you get? Did you just get that, Captains?
I got the Ultimate Sin, the Snow. What's it called? Snow.
You got Snow Core, I think.
Snow Core, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the fourth one.
Did you get Van Hagar? I have my phone with me.
No.
Snow Core. Did you get Honky Tonk?
No.
Hookah Lounge.
Nope.
No, I'm sure you didn't get that one.
Right. I was like, definitely not Hookah Lounge.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Was it?
Mine's blank.
That's okay.
Long day.
Stevie?
No.
It wasn't Stevie. It wasn't
It's
Stevie.
a main line. It was a main line.
It was
one.
a mainline scent. It was a Golden God. It was a Golden God.
It was. Yes. Golden God. Yes.
And I'm thinking about making the butter. Like, it was Golden God.
Yeah.
Because that's more of that's a heavy cologne scent.
So I really liked the Captain's Blend and Ultimate Sin.
Thank you. Those are two of my favorite scents.
Yeah.
I find golden.
Teddy, we have so much in common.
We like the same scents. We like the same music. But we're in the same T-shirt. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I find that Golden God is one for, I think it's more of a go to church on Christmas Eve sort of scent.
One of them smelled like Play-Doh.
Which one? Was it a butter?
Yeah.
Shea butter. And I bet you it was the Golden God shea butter. Because
Probably.
that is one where I cannot, and you're the second person who said this to me.
Okay.
I cannot get with the IFRA kind of guidelines. I cannot get the shea butter scent out of the Golden God. And it's such a strong scent, you'd think I'd be able to. I can't knock it out for whatever reason. It still has that played doughiness to it, and that's from the shea butter, 150%. Oh yeah, I smell it too. It was like, come on out. I'm like, if I use another drop of this, I'm gonna burn your face off. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this morally. I'm like, I mean, I could push it, but then I could lose my business. I'm gonna choose not to push it.
So I also got the mustache wax. I haven't tried it yet, and I have not tried the soaps yet. I did get a soap as well.
Yeah, you got Fleet Street.
No.
What else did you get for triple butter? Did you get a? What color was it?
It was like, it was the clear one.
Is it a clear one?
Like blue.
Oh yeah, that's Fleet Street. That's Fleet Street.
Oh, it is. Okay, all right.
That's gonna be for your beard and like a soapy shampoo-y sort of soap. You lather it up. It really lathers up nice.
Yeah.
And like the pink one, I used like to shave my legs. It's great. I'm like, I need to like.
I don't shave my legs.
That's probably a good. That's probably a good idea unless you're a swimmer. Makes you more aerodynamic or something. No,
Well, he always wears pants anyway.
Well, the only place I ever have hair is here and my eyelashes. But I know a lot about beards. Grew up around them. I adored them. I learned how to shave when I was very young. I grew up in front of the mirror with my dad's beard and a big Lanny McDonald mustache. So beards were definitely in the blood. So that's why I stuck with this sort of business and, grooming. And, sometimes people are afraid to use the G word and, beard oil. But I have bearded gentlemen that order for me. I have bearded ladies that order for me. A lot of ladies have polycystic ovary syndrome, and they just let their beards just grow out. And I think it's friggin' awesome.
We met someone when Scott and I were at the National Beard and Mustache Championships in Wyoming in this past November, and we met this girl named Dakota, and she actually won the whaler category with her beard.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
Very
like that
cool girl.
body positivity thing. I love the body positivity. And like, if you have it, don't be ashamed of it. Don't show that, especially if you have kids, don't show them that you're ashamed of the way your body is. Celebrate it.
She's the last person that would be ashamed.
Good for her.
Yeah, she was definitely not. Yeah, she laid it all out.
Sounds like a person that I would like to know. Sounds like a person I would like to know.
Yeah, and there's this bar in Nevada called the Bearded Lady Saloon, and they found her. She lives in Vegas, Dakota, and they made her like the spokeswoman for the bar, and they brought her out to the competition.
Cool. Whiskerinas. I love it.
Yeah.
You got 5 questions, nah?
I'm poking Scott to play as well as video.
There you go.
Yeah, so any question I've already asked, it doesn't count. These are
fresh questions.
Fresh questions. All right. If you could only do one thing on your bucket list, what would it be?
Go and walk on the Wall of China, Great Wall of China.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
That's something I've never done, but would love to do.
Yeah.
I've been many places, but never there.
Yeah, a good friend of mine that I grew up with, he works for a company that has a factory in China, so he goes there quite a bit.
Wow.
Like he has spent years there, and he has never been to the Great Wall of China. I'm like, what?
Just there,
right
like
there.
my uncle was at Machu Picchu the other day. He climbs like the highest summit that you can.
Yeah.
And Machu Picchu. I'm like, you're in South America? He's like, yeah, I was there the other day. I'm like, what? My family is different.
All right. What was your favorite toy as a kid?
Oh my god, my Egon Spangler Ghostbusters action figure that had like lots of articulation. Like it was amazing. I used to carry it around. I was like a real tomboy. And so my mom was like, oh, well, she's either going to be a psychopath or a lesbian. We're not sure. And she didn't know what. Because when we were kids, like we had tomboys, but we didn't realize there was that kind of thing, right?
Psychopath.
So, my mom didn't know. She didn't know what I was going to be. Like she didn't let me have girls in my room for the longest time. I'm just like, Mom, I just had male friends. I got along better with boys because I found girls always started drama. So I didn't hang out with girls. I hung out with boys. I played with boy toys. So we were always blowing shit up with cherry bombs and, like taking lady fingers and lighting them on fire. But I loved my Egon Spangler. And I used to carry him around in my overalls and put on my like proton pack and stuff. And I had a friend and we used to like dink around and play Ghostbusters and bust everything inside the house with our proton packs. That's my ultimate favorite toy. Ultimate.
Nice.
So silly.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So you have to pick one of these to live with for the rest of your life.
God.
Okay. I'll repeat them if you need me to. But pick one. L7, Breeders, Babes in Toyland, or Luscious Jackson.
L7. Easy peasy. The bass player spit beer in my mouth at a concert one night. I feel like we're already connected.
Yeah, there you go.
Like on a DNA level.
There you go.
Some of her is in me.
Did you ever get into Luscious Jackson?
I did. With my naked eye, I loved Luscious Jackson very much.
All right.
Big time. I love all those bands, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
L7 would just be my first pick because I think we worked with the same producer. We were both worked with Garth Richardson, and Garth Richardson did Spit for Kitty, and he did Hungry for Stink for L7, and he just kind of like told the studio stories and kind of like how not to get in trouble while we were recording our album. So we listened to him, and we had a pretty good run, without running into shit.
Yeah.
Too much shit. I ran into a little bit of shit.
Yeah, L7's got that energy, kind of like Kitty, right?
Oh yeah, like that, like kick you in the balls a little bit.
Yeah. So I watched a documentary on Kitty on Tubi.
You did the Origins and Evolutions one, or the one where I'm pregnant and I'm playing a concert?
The Origins.
Cool.
So I only watched like the first half hour, I believe.
It's long.
And then I fell asleep because it was like midnight. Not that it was boring.
No, that it's midnight. And people have to go to sleep.
Yeah, and I had to work. But you mentioned in the documentary that you vomit every time you go live.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if you vomited tonight before you went live.
Yep. I did.
Oh, you did it.
And I spent a lot of time on the back porch of chain smoking, not cigarettes. I was like, my husband's like, you keep going outside. You keep going outside. You keep going outside. I'm like, what? I'm like, nothing. So last show that I played with Kitty, and I was 6 months pregnant with our daughter. So I asked the doctor, I'm like, is it cool if I play this show? And she was like, yeah, it'll be fine. But I'll tell you, it explains a lot about our daughter. He's the second coming of Courtney Love. I love her.
That's scary.
She's our firecracker. What's scary is that she knows where I sleep.
The second coming of Courtney Love. That's scary.
The first coming,
Yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend everyone to watch that. It's free. A free documentary.
It is free. It's free. And that's how I met my husband. Filming that documentary.
Oh, did he film it?
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, he filmed it. He wrote it, directed it, everything. Yeah, Rob did that.
Wow.
We met, and right after we met, I was not in a happy marriage, and he was also on the outs on his marriage.
Okay.
So I messaged my drummer right away, and I was like, "Oh, So you messaged someone cute with a beard to do this. And she was like, uh-oh. I was like, he's cute. And she's like, he's married. I'm like, I didn't see a ring. And then we became friends. And then we both got divorced. And then we had a baby.
No.
It all happened pretty fast.
Really good documentary on how you started, what was going on and like why you left and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Walter.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons I left.
Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi. You can see it on Tubi.
Yeah.
You can see it for free on Tubi right now.
Yep, it's free. So
yeah, go on Tubi and see it for free. I think you can see the concert doc on
Tubi
for free for free. Yep. Yeah, you can.
Yep.
And that's just music and people shouting and a lot of headbanging and pregnant people are like, oh, the baby the whole time. I'm like, the baby's fine. Don't worry about the baby. She turned out just fine. She's 5 and happy.
And final question.
What you got?
So far, what has been a pleasant surprise since starting your beard oil company?
Honestly, like private messages that I get from people, like nothing that I'll like post online because I don't want to be boastful or anything like that. But private messages that I get online from something like, my wife hates this smell, but she loved this oil, or I get more kisses from so and so when I use this butter, or this absorbed really well. I like this, or true like feedback, like, oh, I think this was really light. I actually reapplied this one. You might want to go punchier with this one. I like feedback, like positive or negative feedback. Don't be a dinky and, rip somebody on your freaking channel. I've ripped people before. I don't recommend it. But I mean, I'll own it. But just the best thing is getting feedback from someone that you didn't think you'd get it from. Yeah, that interaction. Yeah, that's just like reaching. Anyone who reaches out is it's awesome to say thank you, or I didn't like it, or I did like it. Feedback is good.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You did well.
Thank you. I'm trying. It took a long time. 2 years of thinking around.
Yeah, most people don't, some of them questions they got to think hard and long about, especially the toy one.
Oh, yeah.
You answered that right away.
Because she still plays with it.
Maybe my husband has a lot of things to do with action figures, and maybe I do narration for action figure series is for nerdy people like myself. You can check those out on Jinx. Jinx has those. Jinx Sports and Esports. You just look for the crazy voice. You'll hear me in the background. You'll say, "Is that her?" Yep. It'll be annoying and it'll never stop. Egon Spangler for the win. Thanks, Rob. That's my husband right there.
That reminds me. I read somewhere, but I wasn't sure if it was true or not. Did you write Paper Doll?
I wrote part of it. Yeah, I wrote all the words. I wrote all the words. So not most of the music, but the words, yes.
The words you did. Cool.
Background vocals for animation. Yes, I do voiceover. So sometimes animation is a job. So sometimes it can be a cartoon voice, which is fun for my kids because I get to talk silly all day and they get to hear mom be weird, right? So not like they don't see me be weird enough. It's good to have the weird mom. It builds character.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I tell them.
I think that's probably all we've got. If anyone else has any questions.
Any questions, shoot. Otherwise, you guys probably got to work in the morning. Everybody has to work in the morning.
I don't have to work in the morning.
No, you do. Well, you got to work it. You got to work it. We're going to get worked over in the morning.
You're getting worked over, yeah.
No, that's not till the afternoon.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's gonna be difficult to sit down. That's okay. The basketball game was on. Whatever. That's okay. You like what you like. I'm gonna probably go watch a show about some housewives in Texas that go to church and end up bludgeoning each other with an axe. Just nice, relaxing something before I go to bed. You know, when you get to a certain age, you watch true crime before you go to bed to relax you, and Netflix when you go to sleep. You know,
Yeah, I've done that.
we all do.
Well-
We're all guilty. I'm gonna make some tacos and watch some true crime.
Now, what time zone are you in?
I am in Eastern Standard Time. I do not sleep.
Okay.
Well, I'm in the same time zone as you were in. I don't sleep very well, so I'm up probably till like about 2 or 3 in the morning. So I'll work and I'll make some tacos and I'll watch something. I'll make some soap. I'll make some oils, whatever. And I'll get cleaned up, whatever. Then go to bed for a few hours, get up 4 or 5, and then start all over again. It's a long day,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Yeah, they say if you enjoy your job, it's not work.
Exactly. And I used to not enjoy the job that I did. And so this is something that I love, and it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel. A lot of Walter's a vampire at night. Yeah, I'm a total vampire at night. I don't suck any blood. I work with oils that smell like blood. But I'm definitely don't bite any necks at night. Well, that's debatable. Depends what kind of night it is. To everything, there's a purpose.
Yep.
I'm going to hell for that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be on with you guys. Thank
Definitely
you.
looking forward to what you got next coming out. You're always cooking something up. So
I got lots of stuff. I got lots of codes coming out for you to save your money too. Save your cash where you can. That's the name of the
maybe
game.
maybe
Polish
sometime we can do a Frank Zappa podcast.
Oh yeah, that would go on for probably forever.
Yeah.
A 5-hour podcast. I don't think I'd mind that though. It'd be like kind of like a Frank Zappa song.
Yeah.
It's like a prog rock podcast.
Yeah.
No problem with that. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
You
I'm
too.
very honored to be on with y'all. And it's good to see you. Good to meet y'all. Oh,
You too.
Walter's going to come back and rewatch it. Make sure you guys smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to the Bearded Respect too. So you get all the goodness. You get all the notifications. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yep. Thanks.
You guys take care.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
What, Scott? Go ahead.